Hi everyone, welcome back. Myself Akila, I'm the UC Sales Engineer here at Bluechip IT. In this video, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process of setting up a 3CX bridge between two PBX systems. If you haven't watched part 1, please make sure to check it out where I've covered the key things you need to know before setting up a bridge. Now let's dive into the configuration process. Let me go and set up a master bridge first. Go to voice and chat, add bridge. Let's add a nice descriptive name. I will name it as a master bridge. Now, instead of using generic names like bridge 1 or bridge 2, use something meaningful like branch names, as this is especially helpful when managing multiple bridges. Now, coming to the virtual extension number, think of it as a bridge ID. You will have the default one, but you can change this number. Let's say I choose 10100 and maximum simultaneous calls. I'll set this to 5. Outbound rule prefix, let's put it as a number 5. Now if I have the same extension number on both the sides, this will differentiate calls routed through the bridge. Authentication password will be default, but you can change this with a complex password. I will need this password when configuring the slave bridge. Remote PBX uses the tunnel, so paste the FQDN of the remote slave bridge here. Go to dashboard and copy FQDN. Port will be 5090 until you modify this during the installation. So at this point, the master bridge is ready and waiting for the connection from the slave bridge. So go to voice and chat, add bridge, slave bridge, bridge name. I will name it as a slave bridge, virtual extension number 10100, copy from the master bridge and paste it here. This must be same as master bridge. Set maximum simultaneous calls. I'll keep it as 5, similar as master bridge. Outbound rule prefix. You can use the same prefix 5 as a master bridge or adjust this with a different number based on your extension structure. I will leave this as 5 as I want to show you how to configure the outbound rule for the same extension number and prefix. Now paste the authentication password, copy from the master bridge and paste it here. Make sure you don't have any space before and after the password. Enter the remote PBX details here. This is where I'm connecting to. So copy the FQDN of the master bridge and paste it here. Save and refresh. As you can see, it is not connected. So usually it should take a minute and it won't connect instantly, as 3CX has 60 seconds registration timeout. Once the registration is complete, the bridge is successfully connected. Now with the bridge setup, let's enable the presence sharing between PBX systems. On the master PBX, go to voice and chat, bridge, publish information, select which department you want to share presence with the remote PBX, add the FQDN for remote access, use port 443 and we can see port number here. If we have port 443, we don't need to add port number, so just add FQDN and select the users that can see the presence on the remote PBX. Click on save and repeat the same steps on the slave PBX also. Go to voice and chat, publish information. If you have two departments, you can add both of them, receive information and add FQDN. So if the port number is different, for example 5001, we will need to add the port number 5001 followed by the FQDN under the presence send presence field. Now users in the selected departments will see the real-time availability of colleagues in the other PBX system. Ensure the bridge is registered successfully. If everything is set up correctly, you'll see a green indicator in the square box next to the bridge. Additionally, in the master bridge, you should be able to see the users or departments that were selected under presence from the slave bridge and vice versa. By calling 5100 user extension,
3CX cannot reach the number you called. The number may be incorrect or temporarily
I'm getting a
unavailable.
prompt saying I can't place the call. This is because I haven't created an outbound rule yet. Let's fix that by creating an outbound rule with a clear and descriptive name. I'll name it as bridge and prefix will be 5, length as 4, route send through the bridge, strip the first digit and save. Now I should be able to make the call. Let's try. And there's a call coming from the other side. I can see the extension 5100 calling and the call is successfully established. Now let's test calling from the slave bridge to the master bridge, but the call doesn't go through.
3CX cannot reach the number you called. The number may be
Yeah, to fix
incorrect
this,
or
I'll set another outbound rule with the same settings. So I'll name it as slave bridge. Prefix will be 5, length 4, route sent through the bridge, action, remove the first digit. Now I should be able to call the master extension. Let's try again, and this time it rings onto the master bridge and I can answer the call successfully. Okay, so once the connection is successful, the two systems will talk to each other and you'll be able to make calls between them now. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. 3CX applies outbound rules in order. So it always matches the first applicable rule. If the call is failed, this means that another rule is taking priority. To fix this, move the rule up in the list. And prefixes help to route the calls. Make sure the bridge prefix is set correctly so the calls go through the right path. And the other things, script digits if needed. If calling for an instance from 5100 user extension, but the master PBX only recognizes 100, set the rule to remove the first digit. And that's it with the bridge setup. If you'd like to know more about the bridge setup and configuring outbound rules, feel free to reach out to us at uc@bluechipit.co.nz. We are here to help. Thanks for watching. I hope you will find this video helpful. See you next time.